Now the next question, that is 153, which is based on resonance and that too wave motion. Here it's a sonometer wire case and you have been given two consecutive frequencies, 315 Hertz and 420 Hertz. In this kind of question, you have to find out the fundamental frequency. It's a very easy question. You simply take the difference of these two. How much is that? That is simply 105 Hertz. Now you keep subtracting this 105 Hertz from this lower value till you are getting some positive value and the minimum one. If you subtract 105, 105, 105, you are ultimately landing up the minimum value 105. I am not talking about 0, it should be some positive value. The minimum value that will be coming out, that will be 105 Hertz. Had it been a question of say organ pipes, whether closed or open, you can apply the similar kind of thing. You simply take the difference of both of them and keep subtracting the minimum value, positive value that you will be getting, that is 105 Hertz. So that will be the fundamental frequency of this particular exercise. Switch over to next question, 154. Now in this question 154, which is based on rotational motion dynamics and especially the knowledge of center of mass, it's a very good question. It's saying that you have a rod and you want to rotate it about an axis so that energy required is minimum. This is what you want. You see, when energy required you want minimum for a particular omega, that means the moment of inertia in the question should be minimum, and moment of inertia is minimum only about that axis which is passing through the center of mass. So all you have to do in this question, that you have to locate the position of center of mass, that is simply x. This is the expression of center of mass when you are using the formula m1x1, that is 0, plus m2x2, that is m2 into L, divided by m1 plus m2. This is the expression of center of mass. So this will be the correct expression for this question 154. Switch over to next question, that is 155. Now this is a question which is based on single slit diffraction pattern, and they are talking about the proper explanation of the first minimum. They are saying that you are trying to locate a situation where you are having first minima. You see, for first minima condition you have to see that the entire slit is divided into two parts. The rays are bending and then they are creating minima. It has to be divided into two parts. They want the phase difference between this point and this point. This is the entire slit, and they are saying, you can see as that the phase difference between the Huygens wavelength from the edge of the slit, that is, this is the edge of the slit, and the wavelength from the midpoint of the slit. So here the phase difference is pi and then the phase difference is pi. This is the answer to the question they are demanding. Understand? So that is the explanation to question 155. Switch over to next question, that is 156.